Okay, hello everybody. I think that I'm live. Just let's take a minute to wait for people to come in. Or maybe I'm not live actually. Huh. Okay. Hit refresh, or if you can hear me, I guess. It doesn't matter. Okay, so as usual, we're just going to wait a couple of minutes for people to come in, and then we'll get started in earnest. Okay, hello Zach. Alright, we got a few people in here. Somebody's named Pacific States. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of new faces here, actually. Strix, Brian Barragar, El Ramundo. Todorovic, I think I've seen you before. Cade, Gnome Carved, Herbarth. Yeah, a lot of new faces. Or names, I think. Okay, so what we're going to do today, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, is we're going to be doing Jacobin, France today in the, and not just regular Jacobin, France, as the Commune of France and Kaiserreich. We're going to be doing the Kaiser Redu, aka Kaiser Du, aka Kaiser Dux, aka Kaiser X version of it. I've been on a little bit of a Commune of France kick lately. I've been recording for the last couple days when I have some... Hey! Durgle the Ferg, y'all! So, I've been on a little bit of a Kaiserreich kick, Kaiser Redo kick lately, specifically doing the Commune of France, because I hadn't played them in years. And of course, they're maybe the most consequential of the new nations in this universe. So, what I'm hoping to start uploading on the channel on Monday, I probably need like one or two more episodes, but I'm going to be doing a Commune of France campaign where I was the Ceruleans. But what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at the Jacobin National Focus Tree, which I don't know what's going to happen in it. And, oh, you like the menu music? Yeah, the music in this mod's pretty cool. So yeah, we're gonna play as the Commune of France. We're gonna go Jacobin, and that's what we're gonna mainly be focusing on. This is probably not going to be a long-term campaign, so I'm not going to be min-maxing and stuff like that. We're just going to be checking out that tree. And that's because I have two other Commune of France games coming out. I've got the Cerulean one, which I've already recorded, and then I'm going to do a Moe-Reich one in the future, which I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be Syndicalist or Anarchist, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, the screen, I like the, yeah, the country select screen is pretty cool. Oh shoot, I'm accidentally going back to it. Hey there, J-Dog. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty cool. And also the Commune of France is red in this mod. But it's been long enough vamping. Let's actually just jump into it. Tragic Tragedy asks, how memey is Kaiser Redo from 1 to 10? I've seen memier. I've seen, any one of those mods where it's Kaiserreich, except Wyoming doesn't exist because Wyoming's not a real country. Do we want to do the Antarctica thing? You know what? Let's do a straw poll and decide that real quick. Let's see, Sam M says, my first live stream, I've caught you playing, hope you enjoy. Oh, well, it's good to have you here. You came on, it's cool because that you came here because I've recently introduced having a face cam, as you can see here in the bottom left. Obviously, I'm wearing a mask because I'm broadcasting from the Triple C, the COVID capital of the country. That would be El Paso, Texas. Okay, shot file drive ass. Let's see. Traveler James says never give up Trieste. Well, right now, Trieste is in the hands of the Austrians, so we're going to have to wait for the Second Weltkrieg to get that. And shot file drive ass, the Cerulean defense, super strong, as well as what's the most powerful piece on the chessboard and why is it the bishop? Well, you're wrong, and I'm saying that you're wrong because I'm playing as the Commune of France, and specifically we're going to be doing Jacobin France, so fuck bishops and fuck religion and fuck the church in this particular mod. And we're going to say that the almighty pawn is the most powerful piece on the chessboard. Also, fuck your king and fuck your queen. Mandatory chess in the Commune of France because it ends with you killing a king. Everybody has to play chess every day in the Commune. Alright, anyway. Let me get this straw poll up. Yeah, I should have thought of this beforehand, guys. Sorry, we're getting to a slow start. So I'll probably just have this open for like 2 minutes max. All right, it's in the chat. Vote, 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 vote. Quick, 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 quick. Go, 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 go. J-Dog says, would you say Bulgaria is a fun nation? Yeah, I've done Bulgaria. I did Bulgaria Moe Reich campaign, and I went. What tree did I go down? I just remember I had an absolutely huge Bulgaria, and it was just. Yeah, if you look up, in fact, I'll try to find a link to it while you guys vote. And vote quickly. It's in the chat. Let's go. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. But guys, it doesn't matter. My vote doesn't matter. I'm just going to not vote and then complain about the results. So, all right. Let me try to find my Moe Reich Bulgaria campaign. I'll link the playlist in the chat. It wasn't too long. I only did like 8 episodes, but I did a lot down there. And spoilers, although it's not really a spoiler because I put it in the thumbnail. At one point, I ended up taking over Argentina as Bulgaria. So then I recreated and I decided to make it Southern Bulgaria. That was really fun. Of course, whenever you play as Bulgaria, you have to, especially when it's in Moe Reich, you have to spend your first couple months doing what I call budgeting for bakas. Okay. So, is the music playing? No, it just paused right now. Alright. Alright, let's look at the results. Okay, we got about... Alright, almost half of you haven't voted. Let's go, people. I'm gonna give you like 30 more seconds. Brian Berger says, I haven't been so on edge on a vote since last week. Somebody, Dean is saying stop the count, so I'm guessing that you're in the majority. So let me tell you something. I know all about stopping the count. When the Dallas I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, and when they were up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, I was screaming stop the count. Okay, well, I guess nobody else wants to vote. So then that's it. We're calling it. Voting is over. It's over. It's over. There are no mail-in ballots. So with 55% of you saying we will spawn the Antarctica commune, this ought to be interesting. All right. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and its rider's name was Trotsky, and an army of penguins followed him, and they were given authority over the fourth of the earth, to kill with sword and with famine and with pestilence, and by wild penguins of the earth. So we're going to just do the regular, what have I done? Let me do a save file here. Shot file drive says... Shot Follow Drive says the Triple C, that would be El Paso, Texas, is doing drive-through lucha libre. Huh. I've never heard of such a thing. Okay, hold on a sec. The Pale Horse event. Huh. That's definitely interesting. Watching wrestling through your car. Okay, so we're just going to say, what have I done? Get event revolution from the south. We have received aerial reports of a large horde of animalistic soldiers amassing in the Antarctic. This mysterious army seems to be headed towards the south of Argentina on large icebreakers, resembling the old Russian Yermak. What in God's name? Argentinian national state gets event army spotted on South Georgia Islands and Isla Malvinas. The Union of Soviet Antarctica Communes has declared war on the Patagonian Workers' Front. But I thought they were supposed to attack the Argentinian front. Why would you declare war on a syndicalist nation? That's the left for you. Always splitting. But here we have it. The Antarctica Commune has spawned. You've got to love that flag. Bolshevik exiles, 100% totalists. Leon Trotsky is their leader. He has the ability Warmonger. AI modifier focus on offense is plus 50%. Ideological Crusader, same ideological monthly opinion plus 25%. That's going to actually be really important later because we're going totalist. And he is a respected war hero, which lowers division training time by 12%. Division recovery rate is up by 0.1%, and daily political power gain goes up by 0.06%. Nothing more than that, so do not expect for me to play the commune itself in the future. Yep. If there's one thing the left knows how to do, it's split. Okay. So, let's get started. We're going to just... Now, again, this is not going to be a particularly long campaign. We're not trying to take over the world. This is mostly just going to be us exploring the Jacobin tree. If you're interested in me doing a long-form Commune of France game, I plan on starting to upload one on Monday. So keep an eye out for that. And we're gonna have a second one, the Moe Reich, which probably would be after Thanksgiving. It's gonna depend on what my work schedule looks like and when I can record it. J-Dog asks, will I ever do another Red Flood game? Yes, I do want to do it. The devs were really nice with me, and I kind of got ticked at them unnecessarily over some bugs that happened in the initial one, and I've apologized to them. I think I've apologized to them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I am going to do it again in the future. Walter Osberg says, male penguins sit on the eggs and act as homemakers while the females go off to carry out the revolution. Nice, nice. Good to see you, Walter. I haven't seen you in a live stream in a while. Okay. So let's just do some infrastructure here, and what do we want to do? We want to put it here, here, and you know what? That's it for now. Okay, we've got a bunch of divisions which we're going to have to organize. A bunch of dockyards. We're just going to go convoys for right now. I don't care about interwar bombers. I don't care about naval bombers. Interwar fighters is fine. All of this is fine. We definitely do not need this many factories. Let's fill up on the light tanks, and can I have close air support? No, I don't have that yet. Okay, so we're gonna do I'm already doing motorized. Let's get a second factory in there. Okay, that'll do for right now. Okay. Yeah, shot, follow, drive. If you're looking for correct spelling and grammar, well, you'll mostly find it here. Desiderius says, why do you start building infrastructure, not civilians? That is an excellent question. Now, for those of you who don't know, because nobody really pays attention to infrastructure, but whenever you build infrastructure in an area, while it does cost, you do have to spend the time investing in it, it's going to do two things. Number one, it's going to increase the fuel capacity in the area, which is nice, especially if you're doing tanks, which I probably will. But kind of more importantly, unless they've changed something, it's going to make it so that any buildings that you build in that region are going to be built faster. So my general rule of thumb is if I'm going to build at least 5 factories or 5 buildings in that area, I will just max out its infrastructure and it's going to be worth it. That's the general rule of thumb. Of course, it depends on what country you're playing and different things like that. Okay, develop the Union of Britain. We're going to do that later. Okay, so this is the tree that we're going to be going down. And so begins the revolution. Of course, we cannot do it just yet because we need to have Maurice Thorez as our country leader. But it's fine because France gets its political decisions. It's not like the United States where you have to wait around all day. You're going to just jump into it kind of right away because you're going to set the tone for the third Internationale. Hello, good to see you, Georgios. Kaidi says, have I ever played the UK in Kaiserreich? If you're talking about playing Canada, yes. But ever since things got redone, whereas Canada, if you take the UK and then you have to rebuild the nation and stuff, no, I have not done that. Shot file drive spelling good with the umlaut, which I like. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I think we're just going to hit right into 5-speed. And while we wait for the elections, what's kind of a generically good thing to do? I think we're going to go for this research slot. I just always like to do this. It's too good not to get. Like, it puts you up to 5 research slots super fast. S to S says, I was going to sleep, but then you started streaming. Feels good, man. Well, I'm happy to have you here. But keep in mind, if you ever can't make a live stream or you missed one before, go to my channel and check my live stream playlist. I try to put every single live stream I do in there. So go check that out. I think I lost like 20 viewers when I spawned the Antarctica commune. Sam M says, I don't know if it's your cup of tea. I've recently gotten to playing Rising Storm Vietnam. I'm loving it, wondering if you've played it. I don't even think I've heard of it. Let me look it up. Rising Storm Vietnam is a tactical first-person shooter. And it's set in Vietnam? Interesting. Doesn't look too expensive. That could be interesting. Play that and talk about Vietnamese history. Is there a single-player campaign? I'm noticing it seems to be mostly multiplayer-based. Multiplayer Game of the Year. Wow, I've never even heard of this. Nice. They've got the Australian army in there. Australia did indeed participate in Vietnam. One of the few allies of the U.S. who came along. Strick says you gained 11. Okay. Neko Wolf says, CHG, you say Feng Tian is fun. That general was cool. The Jade Marshal. Oh, yeah. I thought Feng Tian was one of the best focus trees in the game, even before the China rework. This, like, Flame Fang, the developer, I think he's a brilliant, and I love his work. Okay, so the Commune of France, Third Republic ended the way it began, defeated by German arms and facing communist revolution at home. There was a general strike called in November of 1919. The self-stylized Commune of France is united behind a common platform of syndicalist socialist consensus, headed by the ruling Comité de Salut Public. And, yeah, so we've been in charge here for about 16 years, and we're going to then, what do you call it? We're gonna have elections where we're gonna decide what we're gonna do going forward. Let's see here. Walter says Suzerain is going to be out next month. It looks like a very cool game. If you've played the demo, it's really fun. See, I haven't heard of that either. I've got a couple of games on my list that I want to check out, but I think it's time to go to 5-speed. Let's just get to these elections quickly and get to the fun stuff. Alright, but I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I had meant to stream earlier today, y'all, but I was helping out my grandparents, just put up some Christmas lights, so in a safe fashion. Okay, assassination of President Kerensky, as usual. Let's see if Russia's going to go Russia state, because they always seem to do it, and that's fine and all. Who doesn't love Savinkov? But the beauty of Kaiserreich is when things change. Wait, did they just declare war on Peru? What the hell are you doing, Trotsky? You're at war with half of South America, one at a time, baby. Oh, he has a national spirit. Wait, what is this? Spreading the revolution. Division speed plus 45%. Damn. Division organization plus 25%. Division attrition minus 55%. Supply consumption minus 55%. Infantry division attack and defense plus 15%. Planning speed plus 55%. Supply grace 240 hours. Is that all that penguin fat or what? And they get an attack bonus against the Argentinian national state. How many divisions does he have? We don't know. Somewhere between 15 and 64. Well, that's a pretty big difference. Okay. So, the rise of the Cyrillians, we're not going to read this because we're not going Cyrillian. Owl says, I miss being able to make Austria hungry. I miss the flag so much. Yeah. Mosley's going to talk with Valois. Now, you see, the Totalist Charter led by Mosley, you know, the guy who makes me puke, that's going to be going on in the Union of Britain. The Jacobins are not part of that because, so I think there's going to be a pop-up that's going to explain what the Jacobins are. But if we don't have them by the election, I'll explain it. Okay, Totalist Charter. Yeah, because I'm sure that most of you know what the Totalists are in this world, but even though the Jacobins fall under Totalism, it's different. Giorgio says, preparing for Christmas early. We do Christmas tree on like the 20th of December. Well, here in the U.S., I think everybody's kind of just getting started early because the country's being totally ravaged and people just want to be happy a little bit, and Christmas is sort of happy. Yeah, they've been playing Christmas music on the radio around here for like 3 weeks already. Yeah, exactly 3 weeks. Okay. Return of the Jacobins. Clenching the red flag of socialism in one hand and a copy of the Communist Manifesto in the other, the Jacobins have taken commune politics by storm through their undying dedication to Marxism. Inspired by both Lenin's failed Bolshevik Revolution and French... Okay, so actually let me kind of review this for those of you who don't know before I keep reading. So, as you all know, this is the Kaiserreich world. Germany won World War II. Excuse me, World War I. And they... the Russian Revolution failed because of the German intervention. That's where Hitler dies during that war. And so because of that, the version of communism, the Marxist-Leninist version of communism, is seen as defunct and as a failure and not viable. And so and then because the Commune of France ends up rising up and it's a syndicalist, socialist kind of thing, that's seen as mainstream far leftist thought. The Jacobins, though, still believe in Marxist-Leninism, even though it failed in the Russian Civil War. So, now I was noticing somebody mentioned in a comment that the KR devs were thinking about splitting up totalism. I can totally understand why they would see that, but I think there's no need to split up totalism when the Jacobins are basically the only version of this, of like our timelines, like Marxist-Leninist, Stalinist thought. I don't think you have to create a whole brand new ideology in Kaiserreich if you've only got one person who believes that, because anyway, like, you know, as you can see here on the Totalist branch, it says Jacobins / Cyrillians. I'm pretty sure no matter, at least in the base Kaiserreich, no matter who wins, they just kill all the other ones. Grigor says, all I want for Christmas is to stop playing that song. Anyway, let's keep reading this. So, inspired by both Lenin's failed Bolshevik Revolution and French revolutionary history, they seek to bring an end to syndicalism, citing it as a failed ideology manipulated by social reactionaries to further control the proletariat. Led by revolutionary hero Maurice Thorez, a man who has now forsaken his former syndicalist loyalties and pledged allegiance to the International Communist Revolution, Thorez has stated his conversion to what many perceive as an obsolete ideology is a direct response to the growing bureaucracy and corruption in CGT. Taking their name from the violent revolutionary movement under the leadership of Maximilien Robespierre. By the way, I couldn't find my book of Robespierre speeches, so I'm sorry. I was going to read some of it. Maybe in the next stream, if I keep playing this. The Jacobins see themselves a vanguard against anarchists and social reactionaries who are more than willing to use violence to spread the word of Marx. Currently, they are engaged in a bitter rivalry with the Cyrillians that has escalated into large-scale street fights between the Revolutionary Legion and Jacobin militants. However, despite the use of violence and a previously complete rejection of the CGT's authority, Thorez has announced his intention for the Jacobins to stand in the upcoming elections. It is to be seen how receptive the greater populace are to Thorez's idealistic communist state. Will they embrace the legacy of Lenin or loyally defend syndicalism? And then communism, who would fight for that dead ideology? Because, yeah, I know that we're called the commune, but we believe in syndicalism. Alright. Yeah, I know that there's other communists in Kaiserreich, but I'm just talking about the mainstream thought. Okay, so the election has begun. One more thing I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so we also have that national spirit here, political extremism, which is increasing the daily support of the totalists. Okay. WTF, this isn't Minecraft. No, it's not. It's really not. Okay, so what we're going to do here, let me just make a save file real quick. I don't think I'm going to screw this up. I'm probably just going to go Jacobin all the way. You can kind of mix like the different people who get elected, so you can balance party popularity with trying to go down a specific tree. You know what? We don't need to think about this too much. We're just going to go Jacobin all the way. So for the army, we're going to go with the centralized command with the Jacobins. Okay, and then the Reassignment Généreux. This doesn't really matter, but we're going to go Jacobin, even though it's going to hurt my my stability. Let's see, Owl said, when I saw the Focus called a guillotine on every street, I knew KX was amazing. Indeed. Internal security, Thorez, of course. So he's going to give us more daily political power gain, 5% additional local resources, manpowers, and factories, as well as stability. It's going to cost us 50,000. He's going to kill 50,000 people as the head of security. Just immediately, they're dead. Look up here. Look at our recruitable population. We have 919,000 and a little bit of change men who could join the army. Boom, they're gone. 869. Okay, meanwhile, in South America, Trotsky just declared on Ecuador. Dude, one thing at a time. Walter Osberg says, honestly, I think there's a lot more Leninists than there are Charter totalists at this point. Kind of feels like the devs have lost interest in the Mosley-Mussolini train. Well, whoever could like Mosley. Just, ugh. Okay, day 4, we got the economic affairs, Jacobin industry. We'll go with Jean Jérôme, who lowers our factory output, resource gain efficiency by 3%. Production efficiency cap will go down by 2%, but construction speeds up by 5%. And we're going to get the economic reforms that increase our production efficiency cap as well as recruitable population factor. And we just straight up get 3 more military factories as soon as we select them. So that's cool. So, yeah, the infantry equipment's fine. We're going to... Yeah, Brent, yeah, all those men, they disappeared. Who knows? All in the name of security, of course. But, yeah. Who knows where they went? They pulled a sneaky and disappeared. Let's trade with... There's so few options on who you can trade with, and I kind of hate that. Guess we'll trade with the U.S. before it explodes. Yep. Industrializing, go brrrr. You know what? I think I actually don't want to build planes. I'm kind of feeling that way right now. You know what? Let's just fill up on the light tanks. And we'll switch that out later. Because I want to get the production efficiency up. That's what really matters at the moment. Okay, I think, what is there? One more election thing to do? Okay, Afghanistan's declared war on the Dominion of Delhi. Yeah, you're right. You know, because if I had gone anarchist in the military, I could have done the there's the stock market. I know I make this joke every time, but I'm sorry. A stock market crash. ASMR time. Is a stock market crash some sort of capitalist joke that I'm way too syndicalist to understand? Yeah, so because the Berliners are filthy, disgusting capitalists that believe in green line, go up, and they worship it. Us Jacobins may have gotten rid of God, but at least we're open and honest about it. The Germans pretend to go to church, but they worship a green line. Disgusting! Anyway. So yeah, they're dealing with the Black Monday effects. So look at this. Can you bro? Can you imagine being a capitalist in 1936 Europe? Oh my God, that's so fucking embarrassing. They are they got a deal now with 40% consumer good factories, minus 30% factory output, minus 30% stability. Jesus Christ, I just killed 50,000 people on the street corners, and my stability didn't go that low. Production efficiency cap and production efficiency growth are both down by 20% and 40% less resources to market. What a meme. The stock market is a total meme. Hey, we're back up into triple-digit viewers. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, Marcel, Charlene, we're going to go with the World Revolution, improved relations opinion minus 0.1, same ideology, monthly opinion plus 15. So us and Trotsky are really getting along well right now. And the Germans, the Russians, the Canadians, the French national state, a.k.a. the French in exile, a.k.a. the remnants, Poland, Hungary, Bulgaria, the Ottomans, the Italian Federation, the Qing Imperial Authority, Deutsche Mittelafrika, the Empire of Japan, the Argentinian National State, as well as the Australasian Confederation, all hate me now. Let's see here. So yeah, World Revolution. Now, okay, but what I was saying, so because I'm not taking this campaign particularly seriously, because the main thing is just to explore the three, yeah, it probably wasn't the... Okay, hold on. Let's make another. Okay, we got a Jacobin majority. Let's make another save file though. You see, instead of the stock market, you know what they should. Hold on a sec. You see, instead of the stock market, you know what Germany should have done? They should have formed a YouTube channel where they made Kaiserite guides and live streams and set up a cognac glass in the corner where people like you can donate via the super chat and fill my cognac glass up. Anyway. So we've got the Jacobin majority here. The elections have finally put the Jacobins in power, permitting the return of Leninist values to lead the commune to the world revolution. An official statement has been provided by key Jacobin member Maurice Thorez that reads, "Dear comrades..." No, we're not gonna... No, I'm already fucking up the French accent. Never mind. By the way, Maurice Thorez, for those of you who don't know, in real life, he was the leader of the French Communist Party forever, for like 34 years. It's kind of like how Foster was in with the American Communist Party. Also, wait, somebody asked me a question. Nika Wolf says, CHG, who's my favorite Kaiserreich historical character or favorite Equestrian War character? I'd really have to think about it for a while with the Kaiserreich historical character, but the best Equestrian War character is General Victor Historia in Stalingrad with his afro. Only afro in the game. Anyway, dear comrades, listen to my words. The syndicalist structures are decaying, whilst the Cyrillian reactionaries and anarchist filth are taking to the streets. However, now that the future of France is in our hands, there can at last be hope. The streets will be painted red with the blood of our foes, whilst the workers of the world can at last rejoice. Leninism is not dead. However, before the newly established Parti Communiste Français can enforce its will on the nation, it must first form a cabinet. It will have to choose between General Jacques Duclos and diplomat Marcel Chachin to lead France. Is Duclos that guy with the frickin'... Is he the one who wears a suit even though he's a general? I really don't like that. Jacques Duclos. Yep, that's him. Well, I don't like that just because he's got that friggin' suit on. Okay, so, but let's actually look at the difference here. So, no matter who we pick, we're going to get 20% popularity in our, if totalism. So, it's basically, who do I want as my head of government, who do I want as my foreign minister? So, if we go with Comrade Chachin, if we go with him... He's a silent workhorse as the head of government who will give us 14% resource gain efficiency as well as political power growth of 0.07 a day. And if we go with General Duclos as our head of government, it's a little more daily political power at 0.13, but we're going to lose 7% stability. And then your foreign minister really doesn't matter. The foreign minister is a joke position. Let's see here. Yeah, I can't afford to lose that 7% stability. We're already losing a base 10%. It's just too much. So, Oh wait, we're only with this going to get the event. Maurice Thors Rez succeeds Sebastian Faure. Oh, it's catch. It's pronounced Katchin. All right, so Katchin is about. Hey, you know what? When the French language starts actually pronouncing all of its letters instead of all this silent crap, then I'll pronounce it right. Get a clue, French language. But seriously, we should be getting a switch over here, I think. Let's check on Trotsky. Yeah, Trotsky has eaten the Workers' Front. That's splitters for you. Okay. Let's see here. Incidentally, probably Maurice Thorez' biggest thing was that because he was taking orders from the Commune, he was the one who helped create the Popular Front in France. I'm talking about in our own timeline, which is that's where the socialists and basically everybody on the left united so they could get Leon Blum in office as Prime Minister of France in 1936. So yeah, really big moment for the Communist Party. Yeah. Okay. So, 17% stability. That's Kaiserreich for you. Okay, Maurice Thorez, nice heart, succeeds Sebastian Faure during the inauguration ceremony of the new Comité de Salut Public at the Bourse Générale du Travail. The new chairman of the CSP has asked to its BGT counterpart Sebastian Faure to resign, arguing that the alliance with the anarchists was no longer corresponding to the vows of the Commune. The old man accepted with reluctance, thus consecrating the Jacobin complete takeover of the Commune. Outspoken Leninist, Maurice Thorez was eventually elected through the support of newly elected Jacobin chairman of the Comité de Salut Public. Vive la Révolution! And yeah, we're down to 7% stability, and Trotsky's declaring war on Venezuela. Dude, calm the F down. One at a time, man. Yeah, Trotsky might be OP if he's able to arm his men with ice picks. Okay. Oh, yeah, I've had the music pause since the super event of this Jacobination. Alright. So now China's blowing up, which is always fun. Okay, wow. I'm pretty sure that Trotsky is now declared on the entire continent of South America except for Brazil. Nope, they declared on Brazil. Never mind. Here we go. A Jacobin Reformation. Having at long last taken control of the Commune, the Jacobin-led Comité de Salut Public is in the position to begin a complete conversion of the governmental system from failing syndicalism to glorious Leninism. Hardline comrades are demanding that the syndicalist structures be completely abolished, all replaced by the Parti Communiste Français in a Bolshevik-Leninist state. However, despite Chairman Thorez' support for this initiative, this is likely to viciously divide France, and as such, many more moderate party officials are suggesting that the Jacobins continue to operate within the established syndicalist structures of the BGT and CSP while gradually reforming the state along quote-unquote true Marxist lines. Whatever the outcome is, it shall surely cause more division. Moderates are just social reactionaries. Let us build a new system. So we have now renamed ourselves. So if you look over here, you see that the Ceruleans have been purged, and we're called the Jacobins, but now we're going to come out in the open, and we are the PCF, the Parti Communiste Français. Okay. So Yassine Ahmed says, "Do you love Arabic? Fuck France." Okay. Very esoteric of you. Marshal Wu Peifu is backing on Qing. Okay, we already start with the military intelligence service, so that's cool. Let's just get a little bit of agency going on here. Now, the Jacobins, unless I'm not super familiar with KX, this submod, but we shouldn't have any sort of issues where we're going to end up going to war with the French national state in 1936. Oh, now we got the French people showing up. Damn, we've got a lot of viewers today. Thank you all for showing up. Maybe I should stream it this time more often. Restructuring of the BGT and CSP, the syndicalist structures of post-revolution France are being transformed so as to better comply with true Marxism as laid out by the Parti communiste français. The Bourse Général du Travail has been reformed as the Congrès des députés du Peuple, while the Comité de Salut Public has been replaced by the Conseil des Commissaires du Peuple. An improvement, no doubt. Well, totalism is getting more popular. We're at 67% popularity. How about that? Okay, so we're gonna start the revolution in just a minute. I just want to do one thing, and then that's it. We're gonna be completely focused on this tree. I want to do the Blanqui Research Institute. Once we've done that, Jacobin's all the way. Yeah, we're in Jacobin hours now, baby. I'm a Jacobin, baby. Tell you what, if I get some sort of donation, I don't have to worry about monetization. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna probably just do it. So there is hold on a sec. Bad romance. There is a beautiful video on the internet. It's called from this YouTube channel called History Teachers. Now, if you've never heard of them, they take pop songs and they change the lyrics so that they're about historical figures and historical events. And one of my favorites is a song called "The French Revolution" by Lady Gaga. Okay, and so Cuba storms our diplomatic mission. For a brief moment, the internal flame of revolution seemed flickered to life in Cuba, but just as quickly as it was snuffed out. Aww. The new nationalist government, which rose in its place, has brutally repressed those who had once affiliated with the nation's socialists and have executed many socialist leaders. The most prominent member of the socialist movement there, however, managed to find refuge in our unofficial diplomatic mission in the country with reactionary mobs at his heels. Today, the Cubans have stormed our mission and detained any and all Cuban citizens in the building. Damn them. So then, what's Cuba now? Ramon Grau San Martin. They went nap pop. Okay. So what I'm going to try to set up for us now is, because I think I'm going to get copyright strike if I hit it. So we're going to have, without any musical backing, I will sing the French Revolution song. Just give me a second. Oh boy. When you come for guillotining, but it's actually much worse, it's CHG singing. Okay, it goes like, it's to Bad Romance, so it's inequality. Wait, hold on a sec. Okay, da. Inequality, the relics of feudalism, revolution in France. We're gonna do this while we kill time. But the estates ensured Nobel's favoritism. Revolution in France. La liberté, égalité, fraternité, a revolution for liberté, no, it's égalité, fraternité, a revolution. Don't want no taxes, I'm paying too much. Let them eat cake, we had a banquet for lunch. We're just letting this. I need my bread, sorry. Bread, off with her head. It went from 8 sous to 12 in a year. Exactly what impoverished peasants had feared. The royals cheered. Ha ha ha, there's more for us. There was a famine. The peasants wouldn't pay. Bad malnutrition and tooth decay. It went from famine to Napoleon's war. You and me, let's start a revolution. They will not take this poverty anymore. You and me, let's start a revolution. On its court, we swore to a constitution. Revolution in France. Oh, I'm singing it. Deal with it, viewers. Deal with it. We're not done. And I'm going to get a copyright strike because I'm so fucking good. Okay, where it was like Constitution, Revolution in France. On July 14th, we stormed the Bastille. We showed them revolution in France. Yo, we're pausing till I'm done. La liberté, égalité, fraternité, French Revolution, the month of August, 1789. No feudalism, declaration of rights, no Gauss decrees. Swept away the two estates. Women of Paris marched down to Versailles. Carrying weapons, the French king they defied. You'll give us bread. Bread, or we'll stab you dead. Let's see the viewers just flee. A new constitution with limited monarchy. It was a bad time for France. We took on Austria, a war in the spring. Europe frightened by our revolution. We will not take it, Louis XVI must die, died by our revolution. Radical political mobs unite to start a revolution in France. British sans-culottes of the Paris Commune demanded revolution in France. La liberté et égalité, it's fraternité, I always forget the words, fuck. La liberté et égalité, fraternité, French Revolution. Walk, scaffold, baby, guillotine was going crazy, what? Wait, for the invading. I should have learned this song better before I started. Whatever. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Little treat for y'all. I'm actually just gonna play the audio. Fuck it. If I get demonetized, I don't care. Somebody could donate if they care.
Walk, scaffold, baby, guillotine was going crazy. Take heads and kings and ladies. Europe on for the invading. Walk, scaffold, baby.
All right. So it looks like Gamelin might be trying to cool us.
Reign of terror did it for the public safety. I want your loyalty or I get my revenge. I take you out until you're abandoned hands. Don't want no church, Catholicism's dead. No room for God, I worship reason instead. Revolutions and revolution in France. Together, one name for times and seasons. Revolution in France. A revolution. The terror in the air that grows fear. Columbus is the ending of a revolution. Followers of a new directory rule. Could it be a permanent solution?
Somebody wants my Snapchat? I'm afraid I don't have one.
Revolution in France. I guess it falls across even more revolution in France. Ooh, ooh la la, cuckoo, coup d'etat. Ooh, ooh, ooh la la, Napoleon's here.
Oh, that's fun. I love those songs. Yeah, they do good stuff. And they made those songs like 10 years ago. Let's see. Gluzman says, from this day forward, it's going to only talk in a Texas accent. Also, you're going to change your name. From this day, I'll be known as Texas History Games. Oh, speaking of the Front Popular, let's get this started. Yeah, so yeah, kiss all monetization on this video. Goodbye, everybody. Shot Follow Drive wants to donate to my Snapchat, and Brian Berriger wants... Oh, no. He heard this in history class. But S says, give me your OnlyFans. Shot Follow Drive also wants my Zanga. I've never even heard of that. What degenerate crap is this? Let me look it up. Zanga is a website that hosts web blogs, photo blogs, and social networking platform profiles. Okay, I thought it was going to be like some sex toy review site. Alright, anyway. Leon Blum in the Front Popular. Leading Travailleur figure Leon Blum, along with respected war hero Maurice Gamelin, have begun to call openly for the disparate political factions of France to unite in opposition to the Jacobin government, which many view as having corrupted and betrayed the revolution. This popular front, despite being resisted by the mini-state mechanisms of the Jacobins, has already conducted several major industrial actions and political rallies in the larger cities. Fearful that this open challenge to the party's rule might lead to a direct contest for the leadership of the Commune, the Resignement Généraux is recommending that the Conseil des Commissaires arrest Blum and the other leaders linked to the front, most prominently, other than Blum himself, the still respected General Maurice Gamelin. Okay, so I guess the Jacobins do get this event. Okay. Well, that's cool. I always thought it was weird that only the Ceruleans had it before. Man, Shot Follow Drive is dropping too many truth bombs in the chat. It's amazing. Obviously, we're going to bring them to trial. Incidentally, if you guys are ever interested in, like, bring them to trial, stability minus 18%, like, I give a crap. I say that while I'm negative 54% stability. Goodness. But what was I gonna say? My Texan accent gives life. Well, I just speak. I guess that it's Texan. You guys should see me walk. People call it swagger. So yeah, I know how to avoid the Gamelin thing. Okay, for any of you young bloods who are in the chat, I was the person on YouTube who showed how to do the Gamelin coup. Because everybody was obsessed with the Union of Britain and T.E. Lawrence, which also, I did that guide also. But nobody ever paid attention to how you could also do that in France. I guess, Gamelin never had a movie like Lawrence did. Okay. Okay, what other stuff do I want to do here? Do we want to do No, not psychological warfare. But let's form a cryptology department. Shot Follow Drive, that monetization, baby. Yeah, so don't cite the deep magic to me. I was there when it was written. La Troisième Internationale. We have been preparing for the third Internationale. Okay, this is just the... We're going to have the meeting, all us syndicalist leftist people. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're done with the Research Institute. Now, this is where the memes begin. Excuse me, the fun begins. And so begins the revolution. Incidentally, I was going to say this earlier. If anybody's interested in like an entertaining historical film about the French Revolution, I really recommend... There's a lot of them out there, but one I recommend is Danton, which has Gérard Depardieu playing the Danton that was killed by Robespierre. So basically, long story short, Danton is this film in French. Actually, I think you can find it for free on YouTube. It's not copyrighted anymore. But it's about the Reign of Terror, and it was also directed by Andrade Wajda. I think that's how his name is pronounced. It's probably not, actually. But great, amazing Polish director. And it also draws parallels with the Solidarity movement in Poland, which I don't know a lot about, but it's my understanding that everybody in Poland loves the Solidarity movement now. It's kind of something that transcends your political affiliation or whatever. But that's not the point. That really has nothing to do with the movie. But you've at least got to get to the scene when Danton and Robespierre are having dinner together, and it's just a fucking great scene. Excuse me for cursing. And then there's just this part where Gérard Depardieu he grabs what was the name of the actor who did Robespierre? Solzhenitsyn. It's some Polish shit. I don't know. I'm sorry. Excuse me for cursing again. Like, he just puts his hand on his neck and like, you're gonna have to cut my head off. It's great. It's beautiful. Walter says Danton is too anti-Jacobin and anti-communist. Well, yeah. Anyway, so begins the revolution. With the elections reaching their climax, the Jacobin faction within the CGT have ensured a majority against all others. The party has made clear its intentions to do away with the syndicalism of the Commune and instead forge a new path under a more radical and centralized system. And so begins the revolution. The Jacobin regime will begin its transformation of the Commune from a syndicalist state to a true communist state. This is going to get rid of the political extremism and communard spirits that we have. So that's going to get rid of our daily totalist support, which kind of sucks, but whatever. And communard spirit is good and bad, so getting rid of it just kind of levels the playing field. Not a huge deal. Polish Milk says, like most people outside of Poland, they don't know how Poles hate Solidarność. Well, I don't know. I have no clue. I've never honestly researched it. But you see, here's the thing. Isn't like Solidarity, it was like a leftist movement, but it was anti-Soviet or something? I don't know. I just remember seeing a bunch of, especially just like a couple of weeks ago, because it was like the anniversary of its founding, right? On November 10th, and there was like celebrations or whatever. I don't have a clue, though. I'm not the person to ask. But regardless of how you feel about the Solidarity movement, and I know very little, Danton is a very cool movie. Even if whether or not you agree with it politically, I just think it's very well put together. It's a very interesting film. It's like you can like Downfall and still hate Hitler. You know, these things aren't. There's not this. You could overlap those beliefs. Okay, I think we're gonna just do superior firepower. Keep it simple. And okay, so sorry, I thought I had selected this. So begins the revolution. Damn it. Popularity totalism will go up by like 3%. Polish people. Okay, apparently the Polish people fucking hate him right now. It was controlled opposition so the communists could have an easy escape card. It was discovered 7 years ago. Wow. Walter says, they sure ain't leftists anymore. All of the prominent nationalists and neoliberal political elites in Poland had their start in Solidarity. Well, that's not very cash money, is it? So anyway, I was going, what the fuck was I talking about? Excuse me gosh, I'm cursing way too much. I'm sober too. I think I'm just a little tired from last night. So yeah, because my friggin' neighbors were just up all goddamn night. So basic machine tools are done. And, yep, dispersed industry is always pretty good. Oh, we're not on 5-speed. That's the problem. So begins the revolution. And so the French experiment begins with their heads all scattered to the winds. Thoris is in charge, redefining terror. I probably should have thought of that. Shell drive, cash me outside. Well, yeah, exactly, Giorgio. So the Danton movie... Yeah, it paints Robespierre as a villain, but I wouldn't say Danton is shown as a saint either. Danton signed the death warrant of the king. Yeah. Anyway, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Gain base stability. Okay. Incidentally, if you want an interesting history of like the early years of the French Revolution with Robespierre and stuff, now when I say interesting, I'm not saying it's completely accurate or unbiased, far from it, but there is A People's History of the French Revolution by Eric Hassan, which is interesting. But you all need to know that you are never in your life going to have an unbiased history of the French Revolution. Of course, having an unbiased history is bullshit. It doesn't exist. God, I need to stop cursing. It doesn't exist, but especially with the French Revolution, it's still being fought every day in books. People are being for it and against it, and for the different factions and stuff. But anyway, Eric Hassan's A People's History of the French Revolution is really interesting if you want to take a look at like a far left view of it, because he's very dismissive of the terror, which is fascinating to read. And he puts a lot more blame, if anything, on the White Terror, which is true. The people don't talk about the White Terror enough, and that was basically the counter-revolution of the Thermidorians that happened after the first few years of the revolution. And if you really want to... one of the most interesting things I find is that it's not always a guarantee, but one of the ways that you can kind of guess at the political feelings of a person discussing the French Revolution is ask them, when did it end? Okay, Big Bill Haywood and the syndicates. Yeah, we're gonna help out the workers. All right, we can no longer trade with the United States because they're about to it's all about to go to shit over there. Okay, new rule. Every time I cuss, I'm gonna delete a division. All right, so let's trade with the commune. Look who's got material. So the commune is doing very well. They've defeated Chile. They've defeated Argentina. Actually, Chile is still barely alive under Marmaduke Grove. Oh, is that a new portrait? I kind of like that portrait of him. Yeah, so that's kind of a question. In fact, before I talk about where I think it ended, as a general idea, when do you all think the French Revolution stopped? Without looking it up. Don't look it up. Just kind of say, like, when does the French Revolution end? Okay. So, unemployment and radicalism in Latin America. Well, don't worry. Trotsky's taking care of that right now. So I'm going to just, like, kind of wait a minute. Or actually, you know what? Let's do a straw poll. Let's do a straw poll for fun. Okay. When did the French Revolution end? Okay, 17. And there's going to be a lot here, so there's probably going to be some split voting. Okay, give me a second. This is just going to take a minute. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Sorry. I'm just trying to concentrate on typing these things. I don't know how many options I think I'm only allowed to have 5 options in a straw poll, which is a bit of a problem. Yeah, damn. I kind of would like 7 maybe. Okay. Oh, it does let me do more. Great. Okay. Oh, I guess I could do as many as I want. So, okay, we got the first commune. Hold on. This is really gonna be an interesting question. 15. Okay. Alright, I've got 6 options here. I'd say these are the 6 most popular options. So, I'm going to post this in the chat. Yep, Savinkov's in Russia. Gosh, you know, Savinkov is cool and all. I know he's most people's favorites, but when the AI is in charge, I want them to do other stuff, too. Grigor says, I always say that the revolution ends with the revolutionaries taking power. And you know what? That's legitimate. I've heard that argument as well. That, because, like, that's sort of a vague thing as well. Like, when does the French Revolution end? Or begin, I should say. Because some people would say, like, you know what? Tennis court oath, that was cool. Bastille Day, that's when it all went wrong. I'm not giving my personal opinion. Well, I'm gonna kind of give my sort of opinion. Actually, no, I'm not. I will not. Oh, I misspelled console. Damn it, I have a typo. So just vote, and I'm just gonna kind of periodically keep putting it in the chat to see what people think, and then maybe at the end of the stream I'll review what the results are. Come on, guys, only like a third of you have voted. So, women's role in the worldwide revolution. Let's bring them in. Okay. Policy on the Italian peninsula. Badatia commune wants this. Okay, so we've got 2 options to go down with the Jacobins. You can come down here and do the legacy of Lenin and go to Marxist-Leninist stuff. Whatever. We're going Jacobin. True blue Jacobin. So, during the First French Revolution beginning in 1789, the proletariat appointed Maximilien Robespierre of our namesake to spearhead the revolution and do away with the bourgeois before being struck down in a brutal coup. Maurice Thorez shall follow the path set before him and become a new Robespierre. So, we're getting an event, and then National Spirit Revolutionary Seal will give us an additional 0.05% daily, or flat actually, not percent, of both political power and daily totalist support. So that's better than the thing we got rid of, the extremist stuff. Okay. Then the war support's going to go up by 15% as well. With his little... Am I the only one who thinks Thorez kind of looks like Babe Ruth? Is it just me? Okay, keep voting, people. Keep voting. And you know what? If nothing gets like a 50%... no, we won't do a runoff. Never mind. So, the Baratia Commune asks for support. Of course, you may have it. Speaking of terror, the White Terror. Which they need to kind of elaborate on that event more, I think. Everybody's screaming, stop the count. So the Paris trial, the various leading figures of the Front Populaire, as well as other prominent potential allies of theirs, such as Maurice Gamelin, have been arrested and are being tried for treason. The Paris trial aims to prove that Blum and his associates have undermined the revolution and weakened France's defenses against the German foe. Blum, being both a lawyer and excellent public speaker, has used the courtroom to make a brilliant indictment of the Jacobin regime. Gamelin has remained silent throughout, refusing to recognize the court's right to try him. The trial has not gone according to plan, and the defendants have, despite heavy manipulation of the proceedings, proven largely unsuccessful in rebutting the charges and won sympathetic coverage in both the unofficial, domestic, and international press. It has become such an embarrassment to our communist regime that some of the leadership is considering ordering it called off. Others wish it push forward and execute the defendants regardless, as they have become far too great a threat to be allowed to go free. So we're going to execute these traitors, because you know what it is. Oh, I said it. It's delete time. Goodbye, 3rd Division Legal Mechanism. Alright, so we're going to execute the traitors, which is going to cost me another minus 20% stability, just when we were about to hit a net 0. Anti-Jacobin riots following the execution of the Paris trial defendants. The city has risen up against the government. Although lacking leadership or outside aid, it is doomed to fail. So this is going to cost us 30,000 manpower, 2,000 guns, and we're going to take quite a bit of damage, and another minus 12% stability, so we're at minus 38%. The world economic crisis and the role of the Third Internationale, an opportunity. Okay, so yep, just another day in Kaiserreich at negative 38% stability. Yeah. Sorry, Ken, I did your boy Leon that way. I did him dirty. You know, it's just his own fault for betraying the revolution. No, the Jacobins didn't betray it. They betrayed it. Remember, treason doth never prosper, for if it does, none dare call it treason. Okay, so let's actually get organizing these divisions of ours. Okay, we got them. We're gonna just put the Mountaineers with the Marines for now. Okay. Let's kind of just put these all together. Yeah. Okay. So, I think we're about to just hard research medium tanks. Yeah, get to that. And you know what? No, I need to let that fill up. So let's let this fill up, and I'll let this fill up to 30 days. In the meantime, with that, we're gonna do some kind of industry or whatever support. Here we go. Yeah, Kingdom of Italy. Giuseppe's in charge. Gamelin wanted to, yeah, exactly. Enerisis, you were on the right track. They wanted to sell us out to the freaking reactionaries in Algiers. Oh, excuse me, Walter, you're the one who said that. No. Enerisis is saying that France is just on fire. But yeah, this is they wanted these people to take us over again. Putain. and the rest of the reactionary scum. Okay. The Brant is out of date. Oh, that's this. Okay. Trisk. Yeah. This is the old Italy. This isn't. Yeah, modern Kaiserreich has the Socialist Republic of Italy in the north, and then you've got the like Sardinia and then the Italian Republic and just all this other stuff. But this is old-fashioned to Italy. By the way, go check out my how to unify Italy peacefully guide. One of my best. And it is still relevant in Kaiserreich Redo, or Kaiser Redo, or Kaiser Duck, or whatever. Okay. So, okay, we have the Indo-Chinese tragedy. We are going to go help our Indo-Chinese people. Yeah. Oh, dang it. No, I was supposed to wait on that research. Yeah. Robert Magnus, you see, some of you guys are actually getting it. You see, Gamelin maybe was going to betray me, maybe not. But if we kill him, he never can. It's that simple, guys. It's like Robespierre said, if you're afraid of being purged, well, you've already betrayed the revolution. Everyone should be ready to give their lives for the revolution. Speaking of which, I'm going to continue to put in the chat, vote on when the French Revolution ended. Less than half of you have voted. I ain't going to vote. I'm not going to vote. Why would I vote? Somebody else is just going to decide who wins anyway. Yeah, that'll teach me a lesson. Okay. So, unfortunately, things are a little bit slow here while we're just waiting to get the new Robespierre event. But afterwards, these are just going to be 35-day focuses, so it's going to be kind of quick. Octavian Kader says, is there any planned new guides for Kaiserreich? Yes, I'm going to try to get a National France guide out in the next week. Well, you see, a lot of it's going to depend on what my new work schedule looks like, but also I'm going to try to get a guide showing how you can get a three-way civil war going on in the Union of Britain, White Sun over China, in the Union of Britain, in Kaiser Redo. Make the vote compulsory. Do it like Brazil. Brian Berger, can you imagine if National France gets a bourbon to lead their country while Metro France is revving up the guillotine? Yeah, reactionaries, man. Yeah, I remember I once took this class. It was on French revolutions, so we didn't just study the original. We studied various ones. Incidentally, he decided that he didn't give his personal opinion on it, but when we were just studying the French Revolution, he stopped at 1799 because he was saying, well, after this, Napoleon's in charge, and Napoleon deserves his own class, so we're not going to cover him here. So, anyway, I just remember we were having a class discussion, and at one point, yeah, the discussion was on if the French Revolution was excessive, did it go too far, did it not go far enough? And, he's the professor, his job is to play the devil's advocate, and there was the point where he's like, maybe they didn't kill enough people! Oh, you killed too many people. Then why did all these bourbons kept coming out of the works? Louis the 16th, he wasn't the last Louis. There was more. There was more after him. Maybe they didn't do a very good job. Okay, so memories of past revolutions. Thorez, as energetic as always, came to the Communard Square in Paris and made an announcement like many he had done before. His arms moved with an energy unprecedented, his hairs flew in the air with great violence, and his heart was beating like the one of a horse. He screamed in adoration to the Commune, to the Revolution, proclaiming in profound militance that it was time to create a, quote, communism with French characteristics, unquote. This new communism, he says, must do away with the ideals of Faure, Sorel, and other fifth columnists. Ooh, that's a word that doesn't get used enough. And realize that France has an incredible and rich history of revolution and revolt. It is undoubtedly a nation born out of revolution, a nation that grew out of revolution, and a nation that lives now in revolution. Is that supposed to be a play off that segregation speech? Segregation today, segregation tomorrow? segregation forever. It is clear to everyone that France must follow her own way in communism to ensure a future in socialist society where the commune lives and breathes independently with profound power that shall eventually wipe the world from reactionary forces and bring about a new age of French communism. Anarcho-Bidenism entering the chat. Oh my gosh, the chat's about to go mad. It's like when the Jeb people show up. Just derails everything in the best way. The Commune of France is now known as the Commune of the Proletariat. So it's with French characteristics, and yet we've taken the name France out of our... Whatever, it doesn't matter. The Commune of the Proletariat rises. The fire rises, brother. And then Gamelin, you know, they're dragging him to the guillotine. It's like, you can't! I've been the field marshal for years. And this gives you power over me? Oh no, this is now an anarcho-Biden chat. Jacobin's get out while you can. Bastille Day is being commemorated, always fun. Let's see here. Do we want to get... I'm debating if I want to get the maintenance company. Probably not, actually. Let's just get better fighters while we think about things. Okay, national focus time. Reign of Terror or French Marxism? Pfft, you know what it is. We're going right into the Reign of Terror, baby. Our revolution is still in its infancy, and anti-revolutionary activity is in its height. Before we can move forward, France must undergo a second Reign of Terror to deal with the reactionary elements who plot our downfall. The Reign of Terror will be declared once more by Thorez. None shall be safe from the blade of a guillotine. Get event, second Reign of Terror proclaimed. Political power minus 100. Manpower minus 50,000. Somebody in the chat, I think, had it right. You see, the goal, when you're carrying out a revolution, you have to kill all the bad people on the left. And then, in their spirit, so their souls can rest, then you kill everybody on the right. It's what they would have wanted. Let's see. Oh, there's so many isms in the chat. We got anti-malarkism, anarcho-Bidenism, anarcho-Jebism, Gracchus Babouf. When Babouf is a very interesting character in the French Revolution, Free Cell 82, and I wish he got talked about more, because whether you love him or you hate him, he sure isn't boring, and that's the most important thing for me. Bully Maguireism, Eternal Jeb Theocracy. And check, by the way, have you checked out the new flag? I wish that we had an event for it, but the guillotine is on the flag. Free Cell 82, dropping those truth bombs. Okay, Wallonia calls for aid. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. Oh. Okay, I think this actually can lead to an early war with Germany. Hold on a second. Okay. Wallonia calls for aid! And the revolution will answer. Members of the Wallonian resistance have reached out to Paris requesting our assistance in the ongoing Belgian Revolution. While they have had some mild successes, recent raids on their supply points have drastically reduced their equipment supplies, and it doesn't look like they'll be able to hold out much longer on their own. We could assist them by covertly sending volunteers and supplies to try and secure the valuable province for the Internationale and liberate the workers from German oppression. Yep, we're going to do that. Okay, but we need to... I should have done this at the beginning of the game, but... okay. We're not going to use Duclos. I don't like Duclos. He just... the suit... It's just the suit. It annoys me. I'm sorry if that's petty. It's a small thing. I just don't like it. It's a personal choice. It's his personal choice, but I sure don't like it. Okay, so we're going to get the artillery ones here. Change that and convert all of these like so. Okay, split them up. Get some generals in charge here. We want Tanguay and Gentilhomme. Want some of you here. Some of you need to get on the border with... Wait, what? Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Here we go. Like that. And the other half of you need to come over here on the main border. This is going to be the Alsace-Lorraine Liberation Front. Rohan says yearly GW2. Yeah, Mozambique's got a gun on their flag. That's big energy.
Attention.
Okay. These cavalry,
Écoutez.
I really don't need the freaking cavalry.
Pareil.
So let's just kind of redistribute these.
Pareil.
You're not on the left if you ain't redistributing.
Gardez vos rangs.
Okay. Just kind of filling these up, and we're going to convert them over. I'm pretty sure I don't have the infantry equipment to do this, but it's fine. Who needs guns when you carry the spirit of the revolution deep in your heart?
Aux ordres.
I've got the revolution down in my heart. Hey, down in my heart. Hey! I'm sorry. Let's just delete these, and actually we'll get some of the infantry equipment back, and then the special forces will stay there. Yeah, I know that, Sanjins. Okay, we're gonna send volunteers and equip. Well, first off, let's get. I needed to do this assigning anyway, so let's just create a save again there. Yeah, putting a gun on your flag is big time chat energy, or not. I don't know.
Attention.
Depends. All right, send volunteers and equipment. Okay. Yeah, so I know that Russia will not intervene just yet. It's all right. Dude, that Germany doesn't want this smoke. They know if they stop me intervening, they're going to get some, you know, I'm going to post up on their fade. Yeah, flags do need to be interesting. They can be simple sometimes, but like there's nothing wrong with putting a little panache in them, but you don't want to go full-blown over-designed. Like the South African flag, let me pull it up because it's got a lot of colors. The South African flag barely stays on the correct side of being over-designed. It's tight. It's very tight. It's also not symmetrical horizontally, but it's red-blue, so it kind of still works. But they're pushing it. They're pushing it, taking it to the bleeding edge. That would be interesting. So the Antarctic Commune seems to be stalling a little bit because they're going to have to start going into some harsh territories. But we will continue to watch his career with great interest. Yeah, there's a lot of cool flags out there. I think this was a couple of years ago, I did a competition. It might have been in the community tab where I was asking people to submit what some of their favorite flags were, and then we ended up voting on which was the best one. And I think the one that people ended up voting for, it was like an African flag of some kind. Second reign of terror. I'll read this in a second. But it was, well, let me try to find it, because I can describe it. Okay, flag. I don't know what nation it was, but I think it was like an orange background, or, okay, no, hold on. Let's try, okay, country flag with torch. I think it was Zeri. And it was one of those things that I asked people, it's like, don't vote on whether you like the country or not, you're voting strictly on the flag. Here it is. Yeah, I think this was Zeri's flag in the 70s or something. I really like this one. Everybody seemed to. It won the vote by a landslide. Just simple colors, but the torch makes it vibrant. It's pretty cool. Maybe the colors could have been a little better. I don't know. Yeah, the Japanese flag is just a freaking dot, but it's so iconic. Second Reign of Terror proclaimed. Desperately, thousands of communards have realized that this might be their end, knowing that Thorez came upon the Commune Square, a newly formed square in the center of Paris, and proclaimed a total war against reactionaries across the board, proclaiming that, quote, the greatest war, more importantly, before any great war against an outside reactionary power, is that of an internal war, one which puts a great terror on the enemies of the people, unquote. He had decided in an order which rang across the world that the terror was the order of the day. Immediately, hundreds of mid and high-level communard anarchists, Cyrillians, and syndicalists, and others were rushedly taken from their homes, put in a guillotine and in front of everyone, killed like cattle one after the other, becoming hunks of meat in the floor, losing every inch of their life. And so, just like that, the commune has slowly been draining itself of political expertise, scientists, members of the political scene, and more, with the strike of a guillotine. Much like Robespierre, Thorez himself believed this wasn't enough. More blood had to be spilled for the beloved commune to be cleansed of corruption. So he smiled. In a field of sorrow, screams, and agony, he smiled. After all, our beloved commune is being saved. Stability goes up. You know, because they brought up the scientists, I thought that was going to be like a research bonus negative, like, you know, maybe minus 2% research or something, because you've been killing scientists. The old South African flag is banned in South Africa. Well, that's not uncommon. You know, when it's a new government, especially if they hated the old government, you ban the old flag. That's pretty standard. Let me know how many Nazi flags you can wave in Germany. Okay, so I think we could do French revanchism, which is fun. It gives me political power, but no, let's Cult of the Supreme Being, that's gonna be fun, but let's come down to guillotine on every street. So the enemy within. The syndicalists, while espousing notions of socialism, are no better than the reactionaries themselves. Many seek to recreate the capitalist model of oppression, and they are too limp to see that only a vanguard party can protect the revolution. And so, the Seine will run red with their blood! The reign of terror will target the travailleurs, anarchistes, social-democrats, and social-liberals. Are there even any social liberals in the country? 0.5% of the country believes in that. Well, that's 0.5% too much, damn it! So... And this will give us 30% popularity and just massacre everybody else. So in theory, this actually, if everybody else is going to go in minus 15%, I think this is going to put us at 100%. Derp Anarchist, why did you delete your thing? Okay. Anybody who doesn't own a knife sharpener in their home is a reactionary for trying to dull the blade of the revolution. Flanders has been lost. Okay, come on, guys. We got to come up with other revolutionary Jacobin France laws. What would be some fun stuff, huh? Let's see. Dino Z. Dude, we're playing a video game, Dino. Let's calm down. Alright? Gotta get to the guillotine because if you took the first focus, so if you don't get to it fast enough, bad times occur. Well, we won't be seeing those bad times today. Yes, CHG with a French accent should make your day, for the revolution requires the accent. We will abolish many sounds of the letters, and eventually the revolution will be spoken entirely in silence. Even as we write it, everyone will read. It is part of our literacy program. Yeah, killing fellow members of the left to own the libs. Hell yeah. Let's improve the workers' conditions, because, you know, they're a little upset. My uncle was killed because he believed in social liberalism. It's like, bro. But we're founding OSHA, bro. John Bauer says the update for the new order is out. Nice. So then I'll probably be doing that USA. You know, I shouldn't be promising what I'm going to play, but the next time I play the new order, I do want to play one of the American countries. But again, I don't know what my schedule is looking like looking forward. For those of you who don't know, I did recently get hired by the post office, and it's the holiday season. So craziness coming my way. Let's recruit a head of intelligence as well. And let's also keep working on this, maybe Army Department. Okay. Let's see. Boba Lafayette says every citizen is required to change their legal name by penalty of death because old names are reactionary. You're right. Those are your slave names. We need new, revolutionary, Jacobin names. Let's see. Kyrian III says children must drink wine from the age of 9 at least. But that's not specifically Jacobin. That's just being French. They put that in the milk bottle, bro. Yeah. Bro, I'm sorry. Yeah, can you imagine like some local Jacobins, like they're trying to be cool with their neighbors? Like, bro, I'm sorry we killed your uncle, bro. But he had reactionary material in his home, bro. What were we supposed to do? You can't be owning the wealth of nations, bro. That's why we cut his head off, bro. As the terror... Okay, now, a guillotine on every street. As the terror engulfs all of France, the guillotine has returned to its status of infamy. To strike fear into reactionaries everywhere, a guillotine will sit on every street, reminding them of their inevitable fate. We'll get the National Spirit mass beheadings, which grants us plus 15% stability, plus 10% encryption, plus 10% decryption, and damage to garrisons minus 20%. Very, very nice. Also, that's going to negate the negative effects of inefficient intelligence here, which is hurting our decryption and encryption. Yeah. So, oh, the chat. You guys we're having fun today. Yeah, we're gonna go over what the revolutionary calendar is here in a second. So check this out. In fact, we're gonna do this right now. We're implementing the revolutionary calendar immediately. Let me pull it up though. Actually, wait. I think I have a paper of it. No, but I'll pull it up. Yeah, because I had to, back when I was taking that French Revolution class, and I still have the paper, I would use a French Republican calendar bookmark. Like, I just printed it out, and I'd use that paper as a bookmark so that I could slowly, like, memorize the dates, because, you know, you'd be reading primary sources, and they would say, this happened on the 10th of Brumaire, this happened on the 19th day of Frimaire, and it's like, what does that mean? So you had to, like, convert it. So, let's review. This is the French Revolutionary Calendar. These are not completely hard days, but just as a little lesson here. That's what we come here to this channel for, right? So this was done by the members of the French Revolution, and the government did use it from 1793 until I think Napoleon even kept using it, and the Paris Commune also used it for like 2 weeks. Yeah, Triss gets a joke, isn't it? So let's be real. The reason for this was like an anti-religion thing, and you know, you were gonna have 12 months. They were gonna be 30 days each, but like that's still not perfect. So things kind of got messy. So for example, Brumaire, was you know, it says here November 20th, but really it could have ended on the 21st, the 22nd, or the 23rd. So like a lot of the months, there's like a 3-day potential swing, and they would kind of try to fix this where in the new year you would have the Sansculottites, or basically it's like a holiday day, which actually that would be kind of fun. Like, can you imagine if at the end of the year, every year you just got a week off, and it's like, we're not even on the calendar, so how you can go to work? We're not on the calendar. So for example, right now, today is November 21st actually, so it is the first day of the Frimaire, the frost. So look out for snow on the horizon, because a lot of this obviously is based in the weather. So if we were just for simplification reasons say that the Pleuvoir is the first day of the new year. Oh, funnily enough, that's going to fall on Inauguration Day. Let's see if it rains. So you got the Pleuvoir, the Ventois, the Germinal, Floreal, Prairial, Messidor, Thermidor, which is where the term the Thermidorian reaction comes from, because it happened in the month of Thermidor, the Fructidor, Vendemiaire, Brumaire, Frémaire, Nevoire, and then we're back to the Pleuvoir. So we are going to be using this calendar from now on. I want a mod of this calendar, damn it. They probably can't do that. It would break the game, I'm sure. But right now, it is the 22nd of September, 1936, which means that it is actually the first day of the Vendemiaire. That's actually completely perfect. It's the vintage month. You see, boom, right there, September 22nd. Blessed as hell break game. This is an astrologist calendar, yeah. Yeah, yes, Georgios, you're getting it. Okay. So let's keep moving. You know what? I'm going to be right back. I just need to get some water, because my fan in here is still broken. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to stream for about another half hour, by the way, guys. So. we've got the... Yeah, if it rains on Inauguration Day, wear a coat. Source, William Henry Harrison. You are on a roll today, Trisk. An absolute roll. Okay, I guess let's improve the artillery or whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. So, guillotine on every street. Let's get there. Oh, Kyokyo disaster going full Coomer. In the chat. You hate to see it. Wallonia requests communard protection. Yeah, so here was the ridiculous thing that Trisk already pointed out. Or, like, he thought that Wallonia broke away and then joined Germany, but no, it was actually Flanders that did that. So, after our troops successfully assisted the resistance in bringing down the Flemish Walloon regime, the new Walloon government has requested that we protect them in case Germany decides to retaliate. We will do that. I am guaranteeing them. Do something, Kaiser. I dare you. I'm begging you, bro. These hands are begging you, bro. Wallonia crisis. The survival is assured. Syndicalism strength in Western Europe has grown once more. However, war between the great powers has been avoided for now. A close save, to be sure. Excellent. And they're totalists, which means they're based as hell. Okay, we need to desperately change this color. This needs to be red. The blood of angry revolutionaries. Wasn't I supposed to be in there? Aren't they supposed to join my faction or something? Fine, don't join my faction. Let's see how that goes for you. Huh. Hide the red wine. No, red wine is the only wine you can have in this country. Husarian Victoria. Victoria is in Wilhelm's daughter or is it granddaughter? Traitor! He's a monarchistic spy, clearly. Okay. So we are at 100% totalist support, by the way. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being so freaking based that your entire country agrees with everything you're doing all the time? What do you have, Wilhelm? 41% authoritarian democracy popularity. This little limp-wristed popularity. 100% in France. That's the power of the proletariat, baby. Okay. Yes, you are completely correct, Georgios. Every single division should be a shade of red. There is no other way. This needs to be extra red. This needs to be redder than red. There it is. Yeah, baby. Okay. Now, gonna keep working on our industry. Add a yellow horizontal stripe to the French flag. I don't get it. Huh. LARPing. Oh yeah, imagine being the Kaiser and your neighbors start LARPing like they're in the French Revolution again. Don't worry, we're gonna save one guillotine for the Kaiser himself. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You see, all it took was killing... How many did we kill? We didn't even... We killed like 150,000 Frenchmen, and they were reactionaries. Who cares? You know? And we cleaned it up. Oh, we can actually go to war right now if we were feeling crazy. Because Germany just bounded the FAUD. Dude, Germany wants to catch these hands. Okay, the Free Workers Union of Germany, or Freie Arbeiterunit Union Deutschlands, is an anarcho-syndicalist trade union that had been operating in Germany since its creation on September 15th, 1919. They had been free to operate, but the German government has just decided to arrest its leaders and ban the organization. How do we react? Okay. So, yeah, you're right. You're right. We gotta change the marshal to a red. And we gotta give him something here. Offensive doctrine. Okay, we can say it's too early, or we could defend them in solidarity. For fun, we're gonna do it. We're doing it, guys! We must protect the proletariat. We're the commune of the proletariat, after all. And it is our duty! The world is at war once again! The Second Weltkrieg. The Weltkrieg claimed the lives of countless young men from all over the world in a conflict on an industrial scale, but it appears that even that nightmare could not deter man's lust for blood. After over 20 years of proxy warfare, diplomatic pressure, and political squabbles, the uneasy peace between Germany and France is broken down. These two great powers are now mobilizing their armies in preparation for a war the likes of which the world has never seen. Hold on a second. Never seen. New guns, planes, ships, tanks, and deadlier weapons still will see their first use on the battlefield as open warfare begins once more in Europe. For the Germans and the French, there can be only one end: victory or destruction. It's been over a decade since the end of the First Weltkrieg. Now that there is a Second Weltkrieg fought between the old enemies, France and its allies versus the German Empire, both sides dread the return of trench warfare, the scourge of the First Weltkrieg. While Germany faces off against France, the Russians eye their former lands hungrily as it is possible to exploit the situation. Meanwhile, other factions, such as the Entente and Japan, are gearing up to wage their own wars. The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions, but by blood and ire. The Kaiser is at war with Gen. Time to inspire the troops! Wait, no. Do you hear the people singing the... Come on, alright, come on, in the chat, everybody. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when war comes. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? Then join in the fight that will give you the right to have Alsace-Lorraine. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of the French who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow drums. Will you give all you can give so that our banner may advance? Some will fall and some will live. Will you stand up and take the chance? The blood of the martyrs will water the meadows of France. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Yes, and with that on our side, blaring as we cross the border into Belgium, what could possibly stand against us? Ooh, all these red colors are going to get confusing. Advance! Damn it, advance! Over the barricade, which is what I'm calling this line. You know, Maginot, who the hell is that? Oh, the chat. You guys are great. You're awesome. Yeah, beyond the guillotine, is there a world you long to see? So look, you can get guillotined at home, or you can cross the barricade into Germany. It's your choice, friends. France is always contrasted with the rest of the world and our socialist ideals, and we were the birthplace of the revolution before it was infiltrated by the syndicalists. While we must certainly draw closer to the teachings of Marx, they must be modified to keep in line with French society and our own socialist traditions. You know what that means for the war? We're talking 3% recruitable population, plus 10% reinforced rate, plus 5 political power, plus 30 base stability. We're going to war. Everybody grab a gun. This is happening. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Isn't that... Ooh, that's a chilling line, isn't it? The blood of the martyrs will water the meadows of France. Now, with the Union... Dude, we're going to have the Union of Britain on our side. Who's actually in charge there? Tom Mann! Good old Tom Mann. Push! Over the line! Oh. Push through the Ludendorff men! Oh, dang it, one of our guys got sick. You got sick, bro? You got sick? Bro, really, bro? The French Kayuchka? You know what? I think I will play that. Let me find it. Give me a second. We have our artillery officer here. No, we'll go with Misak. Hold on a sec. Yeah. We're gonna play some music, because I'm already gonna get demonetized, so screw it, right? Here we go. Forward, man! Trotsky aids us!
Gardez vos distances. Continuez l'attaque. Continuez l'attaque.
Okay, come on, little force attack. We've got to break through. The key to this war is always just getting through the first fort. God, we're at war in 1936. Coup d'etat in Algiers. Look at the reactionaries now.
Continuez
Come
l'attaque.
on. Red bubbles are good when you're a communist. How many more days? 6 days. We've killed 4 of them for every one of us. Yes! Yes! There it is! Push, damn it! Yes! Advance! The blood of the martyrs will... You know what? That's what we're going to call this tank division right here. The martyrs. Their blood will water the meadows of France. Because Nancy is France. Alsace-Lorraine is France. Everything west of the Rhine is French. Ha ha! Oh, looks like we have a peace deal with Denmark. They didn't want none. They didn't want to catch this fade, bro. Yeah, that was interesting, like a chant version of it. I've never heard something like that. Is there a different version, maybe? Maybe a little more traditionally? Ah, this is a little more traditional. Ha-ha! This is what you get! This is what you get for banning unions! Scum! Yes, look at that. Nice encirclement. Big leaf encirclement right here. We're still killing more of them than they are of us. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dude, Walloon, join us, bro. We have no guns. We're out of guns.
Continuez d'avancer. Allez, allez.
Come on, come on. Workers' unrest in the Rhineland. We must help them. They have a strike.
Visez bien.
Yes. Yes, the workers are rising up. Ha ha! We're out of fuel. No! Fuel is the need for fuel is reactionary bullshit. No, I think we're gonna need to take a deep breath, y'all, and stop for a second. Whoa! No, we've been cut off. Nope. Woo! Fun stuff, y'all. So I'm only gonna keep streaming for about 10 more minutes, by the way. But yeah, thanks for all of you who've joined, and you know, if you really want to support the channel, remember you can go to the link in the description below, and I should have a link to my Patreon, but you also could donate via the super chat and fill my cognac glass, and that'll go towards, of course, the channel, but more importantly, alcohol, because it's French, we must need Rhine to fuel us in this endeavor. So yeah, we're gonna try that again. This time with a little bit less reactionary and 100% less Kaiser ruling Germany. How about that? Yeah, who needs guns when you have bodies? Alright, here we go, here we go.
Continuez d'avancer. On recule.
Okay, come on. No, actually, no, so you keep pinning them down. And then this, the tanks, you need to force your way through. Push, damn it, push! Yeah, I'm glad you're having a good time, Kyokyo. That was that factor. Yeah, we're just gonna try that again. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody.
Continuez d'avancer.
Shouldn't some of you be over here in Lille? Come on, come on. Put your backs into it! What was the song? That was a Katyusha. So Katyusha is it's a fairly famous song with its melody and stuff. It's like a folk song. I'm trying to think of like how to describe the lyrics. It's actually just about a girl. It's kind of like how people want to make the people want to make Yellow Rose of Texas the state song. It's just like, what? It's about simping, bro. Texas ain't about simping. So it's like, yeah, Katyusha is supposed to be the girl. There it is! There's the breakthrough! Anybody not breaking through at all times is a reactionary. Let's go!
Écoutez.
Yeah, baby! Huey Long. Oh, well, we'll pay him a visit eventually. Yeah, I will. Too fast for you at some point.
Aux ordres.
Tell you what, hold. We're just wasting guns up here. Losing to the Germans is extremely reactionary, and you will be punished with the guillotine for doing so. That's what every man here knows. Yes, yes. By the way, if I could break character for a moment, never actually do this. Don't go to war with them in 36. It does not end well. Yes. Okay, come on. Okay, well, the new Sons of Malta capitulated like they always do, extremely quickly.
Attention.
Workers' unrest. We must help them. So it costs us 1,000 manpower and they lose 10% of their factory output. Yeah, exactly, because Katyusha became the artillery piece, which, you know, you gotta respect. I'm not just saying that as somebody who used to be an artilleryman. Francine McClellan says, I just got here. Why are you at war with the Reichspakt? Why? Because they're reactionary imperialist scum, that's why! And I'm defending the FAUD. Guess what? Guess what? Germany, you ban a union? You know what that means? 76,000 dead Germans and counting. That's what that means.
vos rangs.
Come on, push! There is power, there is power, there is power in the Union. Here we stand, hand in hand. Ah! There is power, there is power, there is a power in a Union. Da, 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 ra, ba. It's really hard to attack into level 4 forts, let me tell you. We've got the French Marxism. Nice. Okay. Let's do our... No, not commune. Let's start working our way towards educated workers. So if the revolution is to survive, the education system must be radically overhauled. The workers long denied an education must be brought back to the schoolhouses and taught the ways of socialism and society so that they too can form a vanguard against reactionary influence. Kyo. Yeah, I was an artilleryman. A good old red leg. That's not in character. I really was.
Continuez d'avancer.
Ah, they're pushing me back like a bitch. All right, let's try to. You know what? It is reactionary to die fighting the Germans. Instead, we shall, with solidarity, man the barricade line and kill every German that crosses it. Damn it! And now my freaking tank guy is sick. Falling ill is reactionary nonsense. Oh, crap. What's going on here? Wait, is this somebody attacking? What's going on here? Who's involved in this fight? We are losing. We're in the defensive. Oh, boy. We have got to rotate these men in. Rotate them in now. Oh, I cursed. Yep. You're right.
Gardez vos rangs.
Gotta delete a division.
Écoutez.
Brace the barricade! Go! No, they've broken the line! Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. Yes, dying is extremely reactionary and has no place in France. We shall all be immortal communist beings. Because, yeah, we are full-blown communists. We are the Parti Communiste Français. Yeah, Trist is like, bro, did you just get sick while we were fighting the war of the liberation of the German proletariat? Mad cringe, bro. Mad cringe.
Aux ordres.
Let's see, that is a crime against the state. More importantly, it is a crime against the proletariat. Yes, Too Fast For You. People have been bringing it up. I know it just got updated, and I also know that they're about to do the Kaiserreich short film is gonna come out. So I'm gonna watch that later today. But I need to eat after this, so I'm only streaming for a few more minutes. The oil question, yeah, we get the revolutionary synthetic oil, whatever.
Attention.
Check this out. More red lines. Reinforce. Oh boy. We have got problems, people. We've got problems. But the proletariat shall never surrender. Never! Yeah, I'm going to pick this up at a later stream. Maybe on Monday or something. Maybe Tuesday. War economy. Oh, I forgot to switch all this stuff earlier. That probably would have been very useful. Wait, why is our war support so low? This is reactionary crap. Damn it. Gotta delete a vision. Check in on West China. Xingay Click is gonna win. Wow. Mongolia is running wild. That's gonna get interesting in a hurry. Okay. The Kaiserreich movie. Yeah. They're doing like a short film. Let me look it up for you guys. They've been working on it all summer. Give me a second. I'll post the link in the description. It's gonna be starting. It's gonna be starting in 10 minutes, actually. Okay. So, yeah, let me put the link in that description. Go get ready. Go watch it, guys. Less than 10 minutes to go. You know what? Actually, here's what we're gonna do. Check this out. Okay, I'm gonna warm up some food right now. I got some, and we'll go watch it together. Let's all go watch it together. I don't know how long it's gonna be though. You know what? No, we're not gonna watch it together. I don't. Well, shoot. You know what we will, and maybe you'll just see me in the chat there. Yeah, I'll go join you. Like, how often does this happen? So let's just hang out here. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, let's get ready. We're gonna move over. We're gonna move over. Follow the link. Nice. I see some of you guys in the other stream. All right. So this is what you all should be seeing if you follow the link. We're coming over here. I'm warming up some soup. Let's see, Enzo. The Cerulean game is going to start on Monday. I'm going to start uploading some of that. So we got 74 of you. I want all of you guys over there. So yeah, start leaving this. Start leaving this. Get out of there. Get out of his. In a couple of minutes, we're going to end it. All right. So anyway, in the meantime, I hope that everybody enjoyed watching today's stream. We're going to probably pick up the Jacobin thing later, just so I can kind of go through all the... and, you know, I'll probably just go back to the save point, and we'll just come down here to communism, and, you know, peacefully come down to communism with French characteristics, just so we can kind of see it. And, yeah, we'll go from there. So, hey there, Enzo. Yeah, follow the link in the chat. Follow the link in the chat, please. I'm only hanging out here to keep directing people. Oh, there's my soup ready. Be right back. Okay. Am I going to review the poll? Right. I'll do that in the next stream at the start of it, I promise, Minecraft. Promise I will. That'll probably... I don't know. I'll post on my community tab when it's going to be. I'm hoping I can get it done Monday or Tuesday, but it's really going to depend on my schedule. So I'm about to end the stream because we got less than 5 minutes to go. Bye, King. King's a reactionary. All right. Okay, but that's it. We're moving over. Hey, everybody who's here, go over to the Kaiserreich stream and represent. Say that you came from the Conquering History game stream. They know who I am. They know I'm the guy who figures out their stuff, and so they change it. But really, this was a fun stream. I'll see you all over